Let's add a third light in the back. So Shift D on your keyboard again, sorry, right here. And bring it in the back, way behind the player. And a little higher. That's not bad. Let me look through it now. That's very, see how useful that could be. That's the way to really adjust every light quickly. Lighting is hard, as you will encounter really soon. You'll understand that. That might be a little, that's good. Let me look at the perspective again. Not too bad. See, we can see the halo behind it. You know, that's what the third light does. Let's go closer so we can understand that. Rim light, sometimes it's called in the industry. You can see it right there, you know, to bring the character up. Okay, now let's get talking about the editor options now, okay? So let me get out of the IPR and let's talk about an option. The rendering is right here, obviously. Okay, now it's options right there. Okay, you guys. Basically, you have two tabs. You have the render layers. This is where you could render in different layers also. And also, someone asked me about that, but I won't go into that. That's just too complicated, and that's to do for rendering classes, not for texturing. The render right here has layers also that you can use to render a certain thing or not, okay? You know what I'm saying? And that could be very, very useful in certain businesses, okay? But we're not going to do that. So we'll just do master layer, okay? Now, you can have different type of software to do it. It could be Maya software or Maya hardware, all right? Or Metal Ray. Okay, which I don't use today. It's too slow. Hardware is mainly for particles rendering because it's fast and you know, and dirty, and not very good in quality. And Maya software is most of the time or regular rendering. Now you gotta first put the name of your file. Okay, so we'll call it test. All right. Now you gotta follow the format. Depending on the format you're using, some of them are more or less compressed. Okay. Now, to have a really good quality, you can use a TIFF or a TGA. Let's do TGA. Now you decide if it's a frame or animation, single picture, so you're good. Another one, we don't do any animation right here. That would be the frame range right there. Okay. Now you decide what camera is going to be rendered. Okay, with perspective for us, we're good. Alpha channel, not yes. You might want an alpha channel, especially with a TIFF file. Alpha channel is a transparency channel. You learn that in the third week when we'll do the palm trees situation. Now you select the size right here. Okay, it depends on your format. Let's decide, just do an HD, regular HD. All right, you guys, 720 by 1280. Okay, pixels, 720 resolution, that's video resolution, movie resolution. Anything else would be for printing. Okay, now render options, don't worry about those too much. Okay, for now it's the default setup that you have for lighting. Okay, so you're good to go on that. Now you need to go next to the actual Maya software. As you can see here, you'll have the path of your project setup. All right, so you don't have to direct anything, it'll be there anytime. In the Maya software right here, this is what you guys need to do basically. The quality right here needs to be changed from customs to something around here. All right. I don't do the blur because I like to do blurring most of the time directly in the post-production software because I have more control about it, okay, than doing in 3D, and it's too demanding on the machine. So let's say right here, and highest quality, that's what you want, so you're good to that. You could change the sample. The more sample, the better quality. You can also try different filters that would blur or not for anti-aliasing, which is a good thing. Field option, we don't want any field, okay, so it'll be frame, okay. This is an old video thing that has both odd and even. Long time ago, they used to have, they still use it, hard and even frames basically, so a smoother animation. Now if you want to get into ray tracing quality, then you click on ray tracing and you'll get your ray tracing with reflection and so forth. Okay, if you get motion blur, this is where you will apply it. Okay, and you can choose a 2D or 3D, but that slows down quite a bit and you don't have much control over it after it's done basically. All right. So I'd rather do it again in post-production. Okay. Now you can have other stuff for like a fog and things like that. We're not going to get into that type of things. You don't need it. Okay, you should be good to go now. So now I'm pretty good in quality. I'm just gonna render it right here. See, it's get bigger already, and look at the quality is much better. All right, now you can see really the light setup. We have some reflection around it. The aliasing is pretty good. You know, it's the quality right away looks much better. If I put a marble or something like that on him, you know, it would look like a little marble guy. Okay, so that's pretty much it for that type of things, you guys. So now you have a save render. You could save it here. You can see you also have an alpha right here and the color, and you can save it directly here again under another format if you want to. So you'll have multiple formats saved under, which is pretty useful. Okay, have fun, you guys.